What's poppin', Slick Block? It's your boy, D.W.G Gamer. I say Bamer? Gamer. And, it's been a minute since my last recording for you guys, you know. I recorded that, Oh? I don't know. Anyway. This is a bit stereo, monotone, so anyway. The last shit I recorded for you guys was Monster Hunter World Part 30, I believe. Right? Now, it's been what? That was either the end of November. It was either the middle to end of November or the beginning of December. Because I feel like I took most, if not all, of December off. And I took a good week or two, probably just a week, of January off. You know, just, you know, chilling for, you know, holiday season. And while I was chilling and shit, you know, that, I don't, how do I explain this? There's been a lot of shit going down with WoW, World of Warcraft, right? And, you know, I used to play World of Warcraft, you know. It was one of the first MMOs I ever played. In fact, it was the first. No, that's wrong. RuneScape was the first. It was RuneScape, then World of Warcraft, but it was like a... Which to me at the time was like a bigger, better RuneScape. And then from there, right after, I don't know what, like 5, maybe just 4.5 years, you know, playing WoW, I kind of dropped it. I don't know, what was that? It was, I think it was when Deathwing. After Deathwing's shit got dropped. Right, you're like, I love dragons. I think most of y'all know I like dragons. I try to hype them up. Yeah. And, was it Deathwing? Am I getting this nigga's name wrong? Yeah, Deathwing. Yeah, it was like, it was during Deathwing's patch, update, drop. Right? You know, it was so epic to me, right? That I kind of felt like, how do I say this? I kind of felt like I had beaten the game. I know a lot of shit's been dropped since then on WoW, right? And that's what I'm leading up to, right? So, you know, after, you know, that all that shit, right? I was like, man, I feel completed. So I kind of just stopped playing WoW, you know. Canceled my subscription. just stop playing it. Because I was like, yeah, that's it. That's the pinnacle right there. I didn't really have friends and shit that played WoW. There's a lot, as I tell to y'all all the time. A lot of my childhood memories about playing video games is with my cousins. Right, on like the Xbox and PlayStation. They weren't really into PC games. Alright, and the games they were into were like shit. Maze, puzzle games, and block games, and Farmville, and shit like that. Facebook shit. MySpace shit back in the day, man. Now, it's not like I didn't have friends that I made online. But like a lot of them niggas, they weren't friends, you know what I'm saying? They were people who like I could game with, but like I didn't have headphones. I don't even know if you could talk to people on headphones in WoW. All that shit was through typing, and I just rather hit shit than type. That's why when I was playing and I was showing y'all Black Desert, just that little 10-part shit. I didn't talk to people, We would see people, I would wave at them, I would do push-ups and shit. They would do push-ups shit with me, but like I didn't talk to them because I don't like typing. I just don't. Like in RuneScape, I used to type. Right. And ever since then, I just stopped. When I stopped playing RuneScape, I stopped typing to niggas. Right? There were a few places where I would type in WoW, but let's just not mention that. Right? No, sure. So, right? After that, I was like, man, what should I play now, right? So I got into Guild Wars 2. And Guild Wars 2 was like, So WoW was like the upgrade of RuneScape. Right? And then Guild Wars 2 felt like the upgrade to WoW for me. Right? It felt like that was the next natural progression. And I played like Guild Wars 2 for like another 4, maybe 5 years. Right? For those of you who don't know, I'm 23. 23? I'm 22 or 23. I'm one of the two, nigga. I don't quite remember. I don't really celebrate my birthday, so I don't. Last one I remember was my 16th. After that, it's just a blur. So I'm either 22 or I'm 23. 1997, September 23rd. I'm gonna delete that because I don't even know my birthday. Anyway. Yeah, and I played Guild Wars 2, alright, until some bullshit happened. I was in a guild. Right? And let's just say it wasn't the nicest environment. Right? Like, I don't type to people anyway, right? But you can check guild chat. Right? And it was just a whole lot of toxicity. And so, that kind of made me just back off. And it was weird because it was a guild that was like one of the founding starters in? Starting founders? Maybe that's the correct one. Right. So, I kind of like, I took like a year off, right? I was like, man, this shit. I go in here to escape world problems and beef. I don't get on here to deal with your fucking virtual beef. And I could have left the guild, alright, but like I had shit invested, you know? It was different from WoW. And WoW, I never really joined the guild. You know, it was just me solo. Right, you know, for people who would see me playing by myself, that would invite me to join their group. So we could grind together. Right? And when I came back, my account and shit was hijacked. Right? Which means someone had got my password and email and took my account over. So of course I dig around, right? You know, I emailed some of the people who, you know, was part of the starters with me. And one of the people who had quit, apparently they left the guild. They let me know that in like the year I've been gone, the guild I was in has started doing some shady shit. Some shady, illegal shit. And one of the things was hijacking inactive players' accounts. Right? So I'm like, bet. So I get in contact with ArenaNet, right, trying to get my shit back. For like, what, a year or two? No, like just a year. Of going back with ArenaNet, trying to get my shit back, no avail. Right, and I say, fuck it, right, I stop. Alright. I'm gonna see 2 years later, you know, I decide to see if I can make a new Guild Wars 2 account because I wanted to play again. Alright, it's hard to explain. I had a dream about a char, and it was a build. It was like a, what was it? It was an engineer? I think it was an engineer build. And I was like, I have to do this. Right? So, tried to log in. And what I'm getting, right, is that my account was banned. Now the reason it was banned was some fraud, or it had something to do with money, right? Because I said the guild I was part of, they hijacked my account, started doing some real shady shit, and I couldn't get my account back in time because the internet wasn't helping me back then. Right? And I got so mad, I just said fuck it, and I left. Right? So I got in contact with the internet people, right? And they were able to unban my account because they still had the documents, like, I guess, from the years prior, where I had put in submission about my account being hijacked. Right? So they're like, alright, well, since back then he said that his shit was hijacked, he probably had nothing to do with the fraud that happened. So they gave me my account and shit back. Of course, they deleted all of my characters and reset the account, right? That kind of hurt because, you know, I had like six characters, right, on that account. 2 of which at the time were like maxed out. It was my human elementalist and my Nord ranger, right? Like those were the 2 I felt bad about. I was like, shit, man. Like everything else, I was like, fuck it. You know, I felt bad for those two, but everything else, I was like, yeah, fuck it. It's cool. The other one I kind of felt bad for was my Char Necromancer. But that was also kind of it, because I think he's on like 45. Anyway, that's besides the point, right? So I made my Char build, right, and played probably a couple of months, just get the feel and just to get it out of my system, and then I stopped playing. Right? I'm gonna say at that point I was probably like we had already moved to the here, right? And I'm gonna say I was probably in 10th grade, right? I stopped playing online shit, right? Because I was focusing on school. Quotation there. But every now and again, I would, pop into free to play MMOs like Terra, Arrow Soul, or whatever the fuck that game's called. Right? Just to, get it out of my system. Right? And then Monster Hunter World dropped, and that was kind of like, my MMO, like, it gave me those feelings, like the feelings I got when playing MMO, of being like, man, there are other people here. There are other people grinding around me. I feel like I'm actually part of a world, That's why I like MMOs. Like, I felt like I was actually part of that world, because I could see the other niggas around me. Right? Then I made this account either in 2014 or 2015. My YouTube account. Right? I made it with intentions of like doing LPs and shit. But I didn't really get around to that until like senior year towards graduation. Right? When I had to focus on football, high school, social relations and shit like that. Alright? And one of the things that occurred to me, right? Kind of like with the Black Desert. There are MMOs on like my PlayStation and shit that I could play for y'all, right? I thought about doing it with Black Desert. Alright? But Black Desert has this thing to where it's class locked. You know what I'm saying? Like, WoW had that problem too, and I hated it. Like, Guild Wars 2 and RuneScape kind of spoiled me on this. I want to be able to make a character, and then that character can be any class I want him to be. I want my character to be a ranger. I don't want to have to pick an elf to be a ranger. If I want to be a wizard, I don't want to be this frail chick, man. Like, why do I have to be a girl to cast magic? Why do I gotta be a giant just to be a barbarian? Right? Like, the game is beautiful, alright? And there's a lot of things in Black Desert that are fun. Like, as I'm sure it shows y'all. Like, the combat is fun as shit. The character creator is really in depth. But the character locking, the class locking, jarred me, like, not mentally, not physically, but like spiritually, it jarred me because I thought I was trying to recapture that Guild of War 2 feel. Because I kind of feel like it was stolen from me, right? Which is part of the reason why, whenever I do play, it's only like sparingly, you know? Kind of like Whack Fu. Whenever I do play Whack Fu, it's sparingly. Not because Whack Fu was stolen. Because Whack Fu is more of a PvP game. You know? Not a good story in Whack Fu, but the meat of it, it's just to max your character out to fight other characters and see who can win. Like, who has the better build. Right. And I'm more of a casual player, right? Like, I like PvP. Alright. But, you know, more casual, you know, I like story-driven shit. Right, so recently there's been like a lot of commercials for WoW's newest patch or some shit that's supposed to be dropping this year, or dropped last year, but like only half dropped. I'm not quite sure what happened. All right, and like it almost sparked something in me. It almost made me sit back down, re-download. Well, I guess I already do got it right there. You know, so I didn't have to re-download nothing. So open up and repay to get back in the WoW. But then I was like, no. Because I'm gonna feel the type of way when I want to make a Tauren warrior. I forgot what class Taurens don't have. I know they have. Is it Paladin? Are there Tauren Paladins? I know they got Shaman, Monk. Do they have Druid? Fuck it, I always pick Troll anyway. That don't matter. Alright. Because I love trolls. Alright? Like, I've always identified with trolls for some reason. You know, like, I like orcs. Yeah, I know I like orcs, right? Because D&D and shit. But with the WoW, like, I prefer the trolls. The trolls, the Taurens, the Worgen. And there's another one. The Dramonti? The goat people. The alien goat people. Yeah, no, never female. I always play male characters. Y'all know this. I never understood the making a female character if you're not a female. Because like, you're supposed to like... Okay, so... I always believe that when it comes to making a character, you're supposed to be making a character that represents you. What you feel like you would look like, be like, what you'd be happy. Let's go the SAO route, right? Sword Art Online. If you got sucked into the game, would you be happy as a chick? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean. Right? I'm not saying there's nothing wrong, but, you know... But, like, when I make a character, I'm making a character with the... Not the expectation. But with the belief that this character is me. This is me. This is what I am. And I am not a chick. So I never understood making female characters. Like, why? To a certain degree, I understand it, right? You just want to make something pretty to look at. Right? That's... Whenever I play a female main character in the game, Hell, even if I'm not playing a female main character in the game. If there is female main characters in a game, I find ways to check them out. Trails of Cold Steel, example. Within like the first, 20 minutes of me checking out my teacher, and then eventually roasting my teacher because the belts, all the fucking buckles on that fucking shit didn't make no sense. That's what I do, right? And I'm sure that's what other niggas do when they make female characters. But that's all it is, you know what I'm saying? You just make something to look at. You're not really making something to represent yourself, which I kind of find is shallow. Now, on the flip side, if you made the female character because that's how you represent, you know what I'm saying? Then I get it, you know. Do you? Alright. But personally, I'm a dude. So I make my niggas dudes. Right? So I thought about it, but then I was like, do I really want to get back into WoW? So I started looking online, right? And apparently, like, Final Fantasy what's this, 14? Yeah, I think it's 14. It's like recommended for WoW refugees. WoW and Guild of War 2 refugees. Like, this is like apparently the next step in the stepping stones, right? So, you know, I watched some videos, right, to get a feel for like the class system and how it works, to see if it would interest me. And it's a story-driven MMO, right? It's a bit slow-paced at the beginning, but it picks up later on. The best part to me, though, is that the classes aren't gender or race locked. That was the thing with Terra, right? Terra was gender locked. Like, you can only be a female gunner. You can't be a dude and a gunner. Like, why? Especially when you look at how big the fucking guns are. It's like, that doesn't make no fucking sense. That big ass gun, it would make more sense for a dude to use that weapon. Alright, than it does for these beautiful, beautiful women. These slim, beautiful women. Now there is one race, right, where like the chicks make sense with that weapon. Alright. The Amen. The Amens make sense, right? Physical stature-wise, they make sense why they would be able to wield such a weapon. But they wouldn't just, you know, and you get blown the fuck down from the recoil. Alright. But, like, that's crazy to me. What was the other one? Like, monk or fighter? Or, like, fisticuff niggas? Can only be chicks, too? Like, what? No, I'm thinking of Brawler. Nah, I think that was just race locked. I think the one I'm thinking about is Ninja, or whatever the fuck. Like, only chicks can be ninjas. And I kind of get that one. Kind of. It was really just a gunner, right? Because I wanted to use a gun so bad. But I couldn't. And I couldn't bring myself to making a female character. So I just said, fuck it. End up making a, what was it? It wasn't a. Was it a summer? It was a support class where you like summon shit to like heal and do damage. And it was fine. Like I saw like 2 or 3 what are they called? Raids. I soloed 2 or 3 of them niggas on my own. Alright, but then, you know, I realized I wasn't as well off as other people because it was. I suddenly realized that Terra, while free to play, was pay to win. And I don't feel like paying shit. Which is funny. Because I bought this game. And it has a fucking subscription fee. Luckily enough, you get 30 days free. But then, I think it's monthly. You gotta pay a subscription fee, kind of like WoW. But if it's as good as like what a lot of people are saying, like I'm cool with that. And I do plan on making this one an actual series because I had to pay for it, and I'm going to eventually end up paying a subscription fee. So you best believe I'm going to fucking make an LP on this. But yeah, like none of the jobs, because they're jobs, not classes, are race locked and or gender locked, and your character can literally how do I say this? You can literally do all the jobs. You can literally make your character be all the classes. Right? So if you want to start off as, let's say, a warrior, right? But you want to, eventually realize, like, you'd rather play a monk. You can go and start the monk job class. It's not your primary job class, but it's you can still do it. All right. While with WoW and even Guild Wars 2, you have to make a new character to see what it's like to be a paladin, a warrior, a thief. What was that other one? It was like a new one they made. Where it's like, damn, what was that? Revan? Reverend, nope. Is it? Hold up. Revenant. There we go. Yeah, Revenant. And that's actually what really sold me, is that I would be able to, at any point, switch to another class. Kind of like, there's this game on the DS. Fantasy Town, it was... Hold up. Was it Fantasy Life? Yeah, Fantasy Life. In Fantasy Life, at any point, you can switch to another, job class. Right? So if you want to be a mercenary, you could be a mercenary, but then you could become... Then all you gotta do is go talk to the, if you want to be a wizard, you gotta go talk to, the wizard teacher, or trainer. And then she'll turn you into a level 1 wizard. The downside though was what that was, I believe. It's like every time you swap to another class, it set the class you had prior to that back down to like level 1. So you have to build it you have to build it back up if you want to go back to that class. I believe. I might be wrong. But I believe when I went to the Knights from being a mercenary, and I got the Knights, like, what was it, like level 100 or some shit? And I went back trying to get, max out my mercenary. I had to start all the way back over from level 1. And I was like, fuck! But yeah, so like, this has that feature, alright, except none of your shit resets. You could literally max out each class, and then whichever class you prefer, that's just, the class you set that day. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, enough talking. So, I was convinced to try this game, by all the reviews and how well Guild War 2 players would feel about it. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. This seems like it'll be meant for me, man. Well, I don't got friends, so I don't think this matters. No, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard. I'm not in Europe, but it's between Chaos and Primal. I'm not really a magic nigga. That's what I believe Aether is in Final Fantasy. I believe Aether is the magic. And I believe crystals. What were crystals again? Like, that was used for summoning, right? That was used for summoning shit? I believe Aether is like your mana gauge. Like AP, Aether points. Alright, and then like with your Aether points, you can use elemental magic or summonings, right? I think another thing Aether was used for was like your finishers. Now, the Chaos and Light, I could be totally wrong with this, by the way. It's been a minute. I remember correctly, Chaos and Light. Right. They're like forces. Right. So like there's Chaos, Aether, or magic, lightning magic and shit like light magic and shit like that. And I think there's also dark, but I don't see that. Right? I'm gonna go with Primal though, because I kind of want to stay in America. And I see Behemoth. I see Behemoth right there. And that speaks to me. Behemoth, Excalibur, Hyperion, Leviathan, yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing some very, very familiar names to me. So I'm gonna go with Primal. Because, kind of like when I went with Team Instinct in Pokemon Go, I'm just a very instinctual primal nigga, Yeah, I'm gonna go with Primal. I don't have friends to play this game with, so...